Well, I get back on here. Figured I didn't touch base probably well enough on these the law and their contracts. You know, people want to say how they changed the Constitution and made us this and made us that and this and that. You know, people, who gave them the right to do that? That's right. They don't have the right to do that, but they went in and did it. They say you have to enter into the contract. You have to sign it voluntarily and be old enough of age, conscionable, and so on and so forth. But they made it so one-sided when they do these things that, and if you want something, you have to sign it. You're in the hospital. Oh, here, sign this. Here, sign this, sign this. You're in the bank. Here, sign this, sign this, sign this, sign this. Okay, you sign all this stuff. Computer stuff. You want to use the program. Here, click agree. If you don't click agree, you can't use it. I mean, they're strong arming you. What it comes down to is basically what I'm getting at here is just that. You want anything in life, they're going to strong arm you and get you to sign it because you have to. Not that you have a choice, you have to sign it. You have to sign it because if you don't sign it, you're not going to get what you want or need to survive or live or to move forward and progress. So they play their little trickster games with you. Because it's the law. See, that's how the law works. Oh, just like the devil. Oh, well, you voluntarily, you voluntarily did it. You didn't have to do it, but you did it. You know, you know, yeah. It doesn't have to be that way, but that's the way they make it because the system's corrupt. It's Satan. It's the beast system. Just like your quote, for the lack of a better term, money. See, people understand when I say money. Well, if I say it's debt, they're like, this audience gets it. They understand, but there's a lot of people that don't understand. So I'll say money. Your money is created out of nothing, out of fiat. And in the Bible it says, give unto Caesar's what Caesar's. Well, it's got Caesar's picture on it. Okay. Caesar. The Queen. England. Queen. That's hers. Give it to her. Throughout history, they put the people's faces on the coins. The money. That's how it worked. I personally look at our system, differently. Our system, we are the people. We, the people, make up the United States. Without us, this would just be longitude, latitude, and elevation. That's all this would be. It's us, the people, that make up the United States. Why? Just how we made up the Constitution and the Bill of Rights and the Declaration of Independence and the rest of it. We the people. Okay? So what's the devil do? He gets in there and plays his little game. Tries to trick you into believing that fiat there is Caesar's. You don't own it, you don't control it. Okay? But it says United States of America on it. Federal Reserve, no. Dead presidents' faces are on it. We don't have a monarchy. We don't have a king or queen. We put dead presidents on there. And dignitaries. But what I'm getting at is these people are dead. And you created it out of your signature. Whether it's the Treasury, which is actually legal, or the Federal Reserve, which is not. Passing the buck again to make more profit in their pockets, to make a few rich and a few to own everything. Consolidation. So I look at it like this. Our quote money is the people's. Under God we trust is on there. Is it God's money then? Because we trust in God. So, because it does say that. Right? We the people under God. So is that Caesar's? Or is it ours? Because when they do things, they don't ask us. They don't ask us anything about nothing. I mean, I don't know how many hundreds of billions, if not trillions of dollars that they've given away, and a lot that we don't even know about, to what's going on in the world right now. Have I seen, or you seen a declaration of war? No, but we're giving them all kinds of things, and we're involved in it. We're training them. We're showing them how to do this. We're helping them do this, and we're helping them do that. I mean, we're involved. And people want to play this game like, oh, we're not involved. We're not doing that. We're not doing this. You don't believe it. They don't believe it because they're telling you so. I mean, when they tell you to believe this, it's the opposite. You ever notice that? Whenever they tell you something, it's always opposite of what it is. But what I'm getting at is, they don't ask your permission. They have a contract, and that contract's the Constitution, Bill of Rights, Declaration of Independence. They take an oath, and they don't hold up to their oath whatsoever. They broke their contract. But they'll hold you accountable. When one side or the other breaks a contract, guess what? That contract becomes null and void. And the damaged party has a right to. Well, they broke their contract a long time ago. And ever since you was a little child, you were always taught authority, 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 authority. Teacher authority, principal authority, boss authority, police authority. Everybody's authority. And you're supposed to go along and do what the authority tells you to do. No different in a communist country. And that's what you're fighting. A lot of people are still fighting that. They haven't got out of that mindset. Oh, you have to have laws. You have to have laws to govern society. And who's governing society? You? Who's governing you? We're supposed to, but you don't listen to us. You don't ask us. You say, give us the big bird, and you move on. Well, after you crap on us, but that's different. It's them. They can do that. You can't. So I just don't see where Give unto Caesar's when it's ours. The United States Federal Reserve doesn't matter. Treasuries. But you see, they took you out of the Treasury, and they put the Federal Reserve in to play and manipulate again. Give unto Caesar. But the system, still the same system. It's the fiat is brought into existence with people's signatures. It's still yours. You created it still. Whether it's Federal Reserve or not, you created it out of thin air. And who are you? You're the owners of this country. Years ago, they'd build pyramids and all this and that stuff. Governments would, use the population. They're slaves. So what would happen was, after it got done using them, they'd kill them. They'd kill them off. Why? There's too many of them. They're too strong, too powerful, and the government at the time couldn't. If there was a fight, they couldn't win it, and they knew it. So they had to bring that population down to a manageable control. So they'd kill them. What do you think all these wars are for? They're killing people. They kill people. You think that wars just happen and start? No, they're done by design. A lot of it is for economies, for consolidation, for killing populations off so they become more manageable. Yeah, manageable, right? They want you dead so you're more manageable, so your children are more manageable. Speaking of children, I always find it interesting. These officers go out, and not just officers, but other people in government, and just people in general. But we're going to use officers because that's usually what ends up hitting the news when they do something stupid. Because it's all caught on camera. If not by their camera, by the person's camera, or some other stranger. It's always caught somewhere. So daddy or mommy gets caught doing something they shouldn't be doing on camera to someone. And they get in trouble. Maybe some serious trouble and go to prison. Or you get sued. Or your name just gets drug around. But that child still has to go to school. Your neighbors all know it. They see it. You think your child's proud of you when they get, oh, your daddy did this, your mommy did that. Oh, yeah. You think that child's proud of you? How about your wife or your spouse, your girlfriend? Think she's proud of you? Why do you think your divorce rate's so high? Think your mom and dad's proud of you? Think about this before you go do something stupid. Before you go beating up on your fellow citizen, comrade. That just popped into my head when I said children. Because, they idolize their parents and stuff, and you go out there and act this way, and they see it on TV. Everybody's talking about it. Little kids say stuff to little kids to be mean. Now, your children don't idolize you like they did. No one does. Same thing with all these people that run around out here and pilferage their corporation, and because it's legal to do so. But they wrote the laws. It's not legal to do half the crap they do, but they do it and they get by with it. See, they seem to think you entered into some contract with them. Cities and ordinances and statutes and administrative law and all kinds of law. There's books. There's more books out there to fill a library. All these decisions and this and that, and the people that have making the decisions, a lot of them are just demonic beings. And the law keeps building on the law, on the law, on the law, on the law until, man, you don't even recognize it anymore. So far from what it originally intent was. It's just like now what's going on. I mean, Congress is, or somebody's trying to propose this draconian gun act, or I don't even know what it's called, but it's about the Second Amendment. They want to take basically everything you got away from you, register it. I mean, the whole nine, ammo, the gun, everything. Your house and your cars and your livelihood and all this and that stuff. They want to sit here and just, stick it to you. They want to stick it to you when you created the funds for all that. You created it all. They loaned it out 10 more times and collected interest on that 10 more times. You've heard the story. I've told you. You've already paid for your house, I don't know how many times over, because you created the funds that they loaned out 10 more times, and somebody else, then those 10, they loan it out 10 more times on multiplication, force multiplication. You've created, I don't know how many billions, hundreds of billions of dollars with your signature. And all the interest they collected off your signature, your house is paid for. Your car is paid for. All that stuff's paid for because you created it, that they used it. Where's your interest? Right. Where's your royalties? Where's your profit sharing? Yeah, right. It's not there. So when they come out to get your stuff, it's not even theirs. Matter of fact, you own the damn bank. Why? Because you created it out of thin air with your signature. I mean, think about it. Go break it down to the smallest factor. It's just like I was going back to contracts. They want to trick you into contracts and believing because you signed something under duress most of the time that it's all you signed it, you entered the contract, you entered the contract, and I can leave the contract anytime I want. I am a living breathing entity. That's nothing. That's just a bullshit thing. And then they try to tell you, oh, corporations are a living entity. Are they really? I don't know. Go up to, I don't know, anybody, Citigroup. Go up to Walmart. Go up to anything. Kick the building. Kick it. See if it yells ouch. But it's living too. See the trickster? See the shyster? See all the BS they're feeding you? The state, the United States, just latitude, without people on it, it's nothing. Just a piece of land. Maybe uninhabited. I always thought it was funny. Guys are out hunting. And idiots will do this stuff. But, the government wants to control with their hunting licenses what and how much and this and that you can shoot and blah, 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 blah. Which there's a lot of idiots out there that are the great white hunter that'll go out there and just try to kill everything they can kill because they're the great white hunter. It's like, you fool. God didn't create it for that. God created it so you could eat. And maybe your friends can eat because you killed some meat, and by God, you can spread it out to everybody and feed them. Not to see how many you can go kill because you're an idiot. You just be like going killing things. You kill it to eat it. That's why. You don't go out and just, I trap it, I like killing it. You're an idiot. But the government wants to control all that. So the government says, I control, I own the deer, I own the wildlife, I own all this. Oh, okay. God created it, God lets it run free, and God feeds it, doesn't plant, it doesn't do anything, it just runs around and eats, and okay. You get my drift there. But the government says they own all this livestock. I mean all the animals out there. Pretty soon they'll own your livestock. Because they say they did. So, you're driving down the road. Deer. Boom! You hit this deer. Holy crap. Destroys the car. Destroys the front of your car. Okay. Make the state out a bill for their deer that they own, that they control with their licenses, pay for your car. It was their deer that ran out there and in front of you. Well, why, they should be responsible, right? If I was a state, you know what I'd say? Oh, you live in Missouri. You live in Missouri. Oh, okay. Okay, you live in Missouri. That was an Iowa deer. What? Well, yeah, he was up in Iowa and he transferred across the border and he came down to Missouri. You got to go through Iowa. That was an Iowa deer. Same thing with somebody that's out there stupid asses poaching shit. Oh, you're in Missouri. Oh, that was an Iowa deer, and he came down here. You're out of your jurisdiction because that was an Iowa deer. I mean, what's the difference? There is no difference because they make the law and they got all their rules and they're shysters and criminals and everything else. God led the Jews out of captivity how many times? They'd go right back into captivity because they were stupid. They didn't follow God's law. They didn't stand in a collective and say, no, we're not entering into that. We're not doing this. We're not doing that. And God would bring them out of captivity. There was no contract. There was no nothing. He just did it. These people seem to think everything's a contract. So they can get you. Aha, we got you, it's a contract. Aha, we got you, it's a contract. Oh, you were bored, now you have to fall underneath. Oh, you're a citizen. Contract. Now, you got to follow all these laws and all these rules and all this and that because we own you because you're under this contract. I never entered into a contract. Neither did you. None of us did. The only person that owns this world, this universe, is God Almighty. And there ain't no contract with you people. And God, I know, didn't give you any control over that. I mean, God didn't just appoint you dictator. I mean, really, who died and left them dictator? Really? No one. God didn't do it. God says you were born free. I gave you free will. Matter of fact, when you're born, you have the Holy Spirit in you. You have my spirit, my soul, everything. It's here already. You choose if you want to be good or bad. But I own you. I filled you. I created you. So people, pray to God. Pray for your soul. Pray for your forgiveness. Pray for all the things you think and do and act and don't act and this and that. Pray for your fellow man, your neighbors, your leaders of the country, the law enforcement in your area, your military, your doctors, nurses. Pray for everyone. Even the people in China and Russia. Pray for them. They're in the same boat you are. They got most of them. I mean, you got some leaders out there that try are a little better than others, but they're still caught by some, and they're all brainwashed too. They're the authority. There's only one authority, and that's God Himself. That is the authority, right there. Follow the commandments. That's the law. Moral law. The law of the world. Not just the world, the universe. They can take all their contracts and all their bullshit laws and all this and that stuff and shove it up their ass, because the fact of the matter is that we're all under God. One. All of us. All peoples, all nations. Yeah, we might have different color skins in our faces and our eyes and complexion and all this and that stuff. Sure, we might look different. But I haven't seen anybody bleed green yet. If you listen to them, oh, there's alien, there's here, there's that, there's this, there's that. All right. I'm going to use this kind of an example, and I laugh and I think it's funny. You get these stories, okay? Stories about Bigfoot, Sasquatch, all this and that stuff. Oh, I was out here. You know how it works. Somebody writes a story. They make up a story or something. Then they, oh, look, we got a picture on my phone. What is that? I don't know. What is it? Seems funny, doesn't it? Seems funny. Sketchy. You have millions and millions and millions of hunters. Put trail cams up all over the place. Why don't all these people have these Sasquatches and Bigfoot all over their footage and this and that stuff? And if they do, it's probably one of their friends messing with them, going, let's get a Bigfoot outfit and go around here and run around, messing with them. There's people out there that do that too. And of course, then they get on YouTube and go, oh, the Sasquatch, tune in. The Bible said there was giants. They do find skeletons that are huge. The Bible's never lied at all about anything. 100% true. So anyways, always get right, always be right with God, be on God's side of everything. Like I keep saying, God did not make you weak, didn't make you afraid, didn't make you scared, made you to stand upright. Why do you think the Jews kept going into captivity? They'd cower because, the great whatever said whatever, the great Oz, that's a perfect example. Wizard of Oz. Perfect example. I am the Oz. Poof, bang, boom. And oh my God, they're like, oh, the big Oz. Toto goes over there, pulls back this veil, curtain. Some guy back there with some controls. Frail guy. Scared to death of his own shadow. But that was the great Oz. Peel back the veil. Peel back the onion. They can't withstand you. You do what you want. You comply with what you want to comply with. You go listen to them and they'll take everything you've got. It's when you stand up and say, nah, I don't think so. You better go back and get some more men. You're going to need them. We don't have any more men. Why? Because they're all preoccupied with other people just like you. I mean, there's the dilemma. They don't have enough jail space and cells for you. Oh, they'll make them. They'll make some mini concentration camp here and there and there. Boy, they got the money to do that, don't they? But they don't have the money to take care of a veteran that was over there and got his legs blown off. They treat them like garbage. We got homeless people running around, but they can't put them somewhere in a hotel or somewhere and take care of them. Make sure they get good 3 squares a day, stay warm, and have. Why don't they have doctors and nurses just going around to these camps and say, hey, you sick? You need help? You know, need. Why don't they have that? Why don't they set up a thing and say, hey, listen, you know, why don't y'all come over here, you know, and we'll look you over and see if you're all right. Your child's sick. Oh, here's some penicillin, you know, whatever antibiotic. Here, give him this and give him some of that stuff. And here's my card. If it gets worse, you call me and you let me know. Why don't they do that? They have the means to do this, but they don't do it. They don't care about you. They're Satanists. They could do this worldwide. Instead of building bombs and killing each other and being a bunch of fucking assholes, there it comes out. You see, I get kind of riled up about stuff like this. Just irks me. I mean, it just does. Why are we building this crap to kill each other? We could be building a utopia under God, following God's laws, asking God to come in and be ahead of all this for us. You know, the commander-in-chief, I mean, God, you know, the Almighty. Why don't we ask him, say, hey, you know, we want to do this right. Come in, help us. I don't want to kill people over in some other country. I don't want anybody to be out there. I don't want other countries killing their own people. Not when we've got what we have in this country and the resources we have in this country, not just this, but the world. Why are we killing people? Why aren't we taking care of them? Make sure they got the basics and then go from there. It sickens me. You know? Everybody, it should sicken you. When you see people in other countries, and especially like Africa and stuff, and their malnutrition, they're just getting bones laying there. It's like, how could you let this happen? What kind of demonic animal are you that you would let this happen to your fellow man? I'll tell you. As far as I'm concerned, God couldn't come back fast. Jesus can't come back fast enough. He should have come back a long time ago and ended this, because we're such animals. But he keeps holding off that day, because he's wanting more and more to repent. He wants more and more to be saved. He wants all you to be saved. He wants everyone to be saved. But he knows that's not possible. He knows that's not going to happen, because he's got a lot of demonic Satanists out there. This cigar did pretty good. It stayed lit. These are, my God, I don't know if you can read it or not. That's what those are right there. So anyways, you want to know, that's what they are. That's what I need to start doing. Because people ask me, what are you smoking? What are you smoking? A cigar. Some better than others. But y'all take care. And it gets you down because of what man does to fellow man. And it should. Because you have empathy and caring and compassion. You care about the little kids and the children and stuff. You care about the mothers and the fathers. You care. I mean, even the law enforcement guys that go out there and screw up again, and I don't know what's going through their head at the moment, and do something stupid. It's like, oh man, another young guy threw his life away because he was all full of himself or Satan or whatever. I don't know, but his children are missing him. The children are embarrassed. Daddy's in prison. Oh, we have to move because we're being sued. The wife, girlfriend, whatever is like, oh my God, divorce, because it's like I got to distance myself from this. This isn't good for me. The kids are neighbors. We go somewhere where nobody knows us. It's a bad deal all the way around. It's hard on the mothers and the fathers and the family. And then you got the people out there that are doing this crap. You know, beating up little old ladies, stealing stuff, jacking cars, shooting people. I mean, going in and, I don't know, dash and grab or whatever they call it. That's how evil Newsom is. Oh, we're not going to do anything unless you get $1,000. It's like you're just encouraging it. Once you pass a law that says, oh, that's right, you did, but it didn't matter, you changed it. You change all this stuff to suit yourself all the time. You don't even follow your own laws. What the hell? I know I'm getting long-winded in this and that. Most of you probably never even made it to the end of this. I watch. I mean, I should say most of my stuff towards the beginning, but as I get going, I don't script anything. I don't do that. I just get up and I just talk. I say things. What's on my mind? What's on my heart? So the first, I don't know, 7-8 minutes or whatever it is, I should say all this stuff first, but wait until the end. That's why I would say they should wait till the end and watch. But y'all take care. Hopefully, you'll be around for a while and y'all see the face of God.